population of Indians under the indenture system. One was the economic condition. Most of the immigrants were from the agriculturist background. The series of drought, famine, and flood in the labor catchment areas in the 19th century compelled them to migrate. Apart from that, the socio-cultural practices also made them decide to emigrate. For example, many lower caste emigrated due to the prolonged social separation by high caste. They wanted to come out from the perennial bondage of high caste and zamindars. In the Indian social system, the position of widows and unmarried mother were pitiful. Cross-caste marriages were not acceptable, so these evils made many widows, a single mother, and living partners to join indenture. Migration, mostly seasonal and internal, had been general norms among Indian peasantry. Much before the 15th and 16th century, many North Indian peasants went to distant places to join the army of various sultanates of India. Since there had already been a tradition of migration in search of job, Indian peasants did not hesitate to sign the contract of indenture to work on overseas plantations. Indian peasants were living in a low and deplorable condition with debt, famine, drought, and flood. In such circumstances, they found indentureship as an opportunity under the edges of the British Empire. Revolts and mutinies were also the events and circumstances which compelled the Indians to leave their homeland. Those who participated in the mutinies and revolts against the British in India, they found indenture as a safe escape route. Conditions on the board the ship for Indian emigrants were mixed. These were certainly much better than slaves. For lower caste and untouchables, ship journey was a different experience, as they were able to eat, sit, and sleep together with high caste people, which was impossible in India, as socio-cultural practices prohibited such interaction. Changes in shipping technologies over a period of time also made the journey less uncomfortable. In many ways, provisions and food on the ship during the journey were much attractive for most of the immigrants. In India, when people meet at distant places, they identify themselves as Gaon Bhai, means two or more people of the same village or adjoining villages introduced to other group or people as village brother or Gaon Bhai. The relationship of Jahaji Bhai or Jahaji Behan comes from this tradition. So migrants of the same ship identify themselves in the plantation colonies as Jahaji Bhai to other emigrants or ship persons. Brijlal has rightly observed that in the overseas colonies, Jahaji Bhai relationship was emotionally more potent than any other. A long journey on seas and a common destination and destiny provided a circumstance to form the bond of Jahaji Bhai or Jahaji Behan, which was just like a real blood kinship. The indentured experience has resulted in a tremendous and proud legacy among the diaspora. Indentured and their descendants have contributed and are still contributing remarkably in every field of life. In politics, in literature, in academics, in games, and so on. To give some examples, Sir Shiv Sagar Ram Gulam, Chedi Jagan, Sridat Rampal, Rohan Kanhai, V.S. Naipaul, Brijlal, Clem C. Charan, Maurice Hassan Khan, Brinsley Samaru, and many more are established and popular names in their respective professions. Praveen Jagannath, Chand Santokhi, Irfan Ali are present heads of their countries who are grandchildren of Girmitiyas. There are few heritage sites associated with indenture in India. One is the Mai Bap Memorial at Garden Reach in Kolkata. There is another memorial of Girmitiya with a statue of Sir Shiv Sagar Ram Gulam at Harigaon near Ara in Bihar, from where his grandfather migrated.